What can you teach? Not art. That's impossible. Contrary to the common view, art can't be taught. I believe a piece of work comes out naturally from a human being, just like one human being comes out of another. You must have life coming out of you. Isn't it gorgeous? Hi, I'm Izette from Zetster's Lab. I've been sitting here outside, just being, not doing anything, just being here, just enjoying this present moment. And I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to just, for a change, don't do anything, just be. I mean, we grow up and school systems and cultures and everything in the West forces us, you need to be busy, you need to improve, you need to do something. And I'm at a stage where I'm just learning to just be. And it's just amazing. So most of you know by now I've got a little puppy, Charlie. And at first it was tough, you know, because we're going away a lot, not a lot, but sometimes, and I need to leave him here. And in 2 weeks' time, I'm going on an art course for 3 nights. I give this workshop for 30 beautiful women, and I need to leave him. So I had this rush. You know, one day, 2 days back, he wanted to come and sit on my lap and fall asleep. And I said, no, Charlie Chaplin, that's his name. You need to learn to go and sleep on your own, you know. I'm not going to be here. And when I said that, the life in me slowly, softly just said, in my spirit, but you are here now. Yo, I cannot tell you, that really touched me so deeply. And I picked him up and I said, just come and sit with me. And the enjoyment of just trusting the life in me and in him, and just day by day, moment by moment, just spending time with him, just enjoying the puppy stage without fearing the future. I've realized I'm the one that's preaching living in the now and everything, you know, but the fear that rose up in me before I bought this little man was terrible, because what about the future? How am I going to cope? What if we go away? And I realized I'm not living in the present, I'm living in the future, and that future brought me so much fear that I didn't enjoy the moment, the whole thing. And that's how we did it with our kids. They, you know, they need to be ready to go to school, they need to be ready, and they need to sleep alone, and they need to this. And we missed so much life, because life can only be found in this moment. And that is what I am really, really experiencing this last week. I just enjoy the little dog. I just spend time with him. I just rest. I just sit. And it's as if I get a second chance to just be, you know, with all my other puppies. And as I said, my kids, you were in a different season of your life. You were always very, very busy and need to do things. And now I am just really just loving every moment. I'm mean, just holding him, just playing with him, just looking at him while he plays. And my two dogs play, they never stop playing. They sleep or they play. And it's just glorious to see. And I am making sure that I am enjoying every moment. So I just feel so loved, present. I don't know what I can say. It's just an amazing time for me to just be and just be in this moment. Let me just show you the little man. Look at him. Say hello, Charlie Chaplin. So this is him. Oh my goodness, as I say, he is just one bundle of joy. And I'm not in fear, because whenever we need to leave, next week we're going away for a day, and then the week after that it will be 3 days. At that moment, he will be ready. You know, why waste my time now by being afraid of, forcing him to be ready, and he needs to sleep alone, and he sleeps next to my bed at this stage, and instead of just enjoying him. So I am learning really through this little thing to just let go of my fear of the future. Also let go of my things that I know of my past. I've read something this morning that said, you got to realize your whole life is in your head. Isn't it crazy? So I am learning just to be present, just to love him and enjoy him. It's like our grandchildren, we are learning, we're in a different season. And we just be with them, just enjoy them being. And this is the same with this little thing. So between looking after him and doing my normal little things, I'm once again still busy with my gratitude journal. And very funny, in this one, it is what is life teaching me. So I worked through, oh man, this is me when I was about 3-4 years old. I was the little flower girl in a wedding. But look at this, it's so cute. I don't know where I got that photo. It just came out of a book, so I just put it in here. So in this one, I've been writing down a lot. What is life teaching me? The abundant life in me. I'm focusing on that. So today is the only life. Today is life. Don't say, I want a happy life. Say, I want a happy day. Have a happy day and you'll have a happy life. Isn't it awesome? So I've been just writing down everything that speaks to me, just marking all the words life. And it's just such a glorious resting time for me. And in between, I am just doing some sketches, just doing some faces. Sometimes I take a photo, a screenshot or something, or a person, and I'm not going to say try it, because I'm doing it. And I love using lots of pen marks. You just use an ordinary pen. So that was one. This is another one I just created, and then I use my oil pastels. I'm not a very big fan of the pastel, the oil pastels, but when you just want to quickly play and just draw something, they are great. They close by. You can see this is actually so funny. I found this piece of cloth outside. My husband, he used this in the garage, and I need to wash his lapis, remember I told you. And this was one, and I washed it, but just look at the patterns. I asked him, how did you get it like that? It looks like my jelly plate prints. So I just worked it, slow stitched it in my little book, and just more of them. As I say, this is just plain. That was just a jelly plate print that I tore up, made a little flower. So in this book, I really are going a little bit more wild, a little bit more. It doesn't have to be beautiful. I'm just doing it. It's all about doing it. And as I said, this is what I'm learning and practicing. I told you it's always when my husband, when I do something or lose it, sometimes you just lose it and whatever, then he'll say, you really need to practice what you preach, Then I burst out laughing and I say, I am practicing. Okay, I am practicing all that I am saying, because I'm actually only saying it to me because I want to become truly whole and experience peace and joy in every moment, no matter in what situation I find myself. So, but this is so funny. I found this quote in a book that had a lot of crochet patterns in, a very old book, and as I was just gluing it onto the page, then added some of my white acrylic paint with a palette knife, I saw that it says, God does not give us happiness, He only supplies the ingredients. Isn't that awesome? The ingredients, and leave us to do the mixing. Isn't that awesome about life in general, but also about our creative journey? You can have this and a pen and paper and cloths and everything, but if you don't mix them together, they don't mean anything except looking at them. But mixing them together, that is what creating boils down to. You mix what you have together and it just becomes beautiful. Look at this. Have you ever seen those colors? This was my a jelly plate print. I don't know if it was the eucalyptus leaves or something, but look at those colors. That is just the most beautiful scene there. So I dried some lavenders, just a piece of cloth and some slow stitching, and just look at that scene. This is just too beautiful for words. So I'm not doing anything except putting things together in my little gratitude journal and just playing, just adding things as the life in me leads, Observe and experience. But never forget, you are the witness in this realm. We are the witness. Look and see what I will do. The abundant life in us is saying, look and see what I will do. So last night as I was watching TV, I just did this little girl, and she goes together with that jelly plate print. It's nothing much. It's just pen, some of this, and I'm just playing. And every time when I create something, it just brings me happiness. So this is I think my fourth book. This was another person I did. So now in this book, all of a sudden, and this is on, really, it's not the nice, big, nice art paper. This is just ordinary printing paper that I put in the book. I'm just doing people and incorporate them with the next thing. This is what I feel like doing. So you can see there's many still open spaces, things to add, and I'm just day by day, minute by minute, but really day by day, view each day as a separate life. So this day is my life. So each day you just add something to your book, to your life. You are the book of life. And you just add whatever you feel like. So we're at home, and so I don't pick up many things. We're not really going anywhere. So, yesterday we went, 2 days back, we went on our little work trip, day trip into the city. And look what I found at the charity shops. More pastels, $1, and this watercolors, it's a double one. There's another, so it's double, $1. So that was awesome. Bella, now the older one is still a little, that's dogs. It's like parent and a kid, you need to sort your things out. So abundance is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Isn't it awesome? That's abundance, the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And we make it about things and whatever, but it's just about being and doing what you're supposed to do. I'm supposed to just being here at home, looking after my puppy, and just being, put together what I have, create something, make some food, just resting in the present moment. And as I said, I think we start to learn this when we're older, in this season of life. And isn't it an amazing season to be? And when you take away the fear of the future and you just start to enjoy this moment, then life truly becomes a gift, a present, when you start to live in the present moment. So there you can see another cloth from my husband's garage, and a doily, and I really feel like creating another book by dyeing more papers. Oh, I loved the papers, the dyed papers. I loved my jelly plate prints. Look at that one. It's just gorgeous. And there you can see it's ordinary book papers out of a book that I dyed with teas, and just looking at this and just working in this and just getting them to go together. It's just a magical experience. So once again, my Bella thing is, it's okay to rest. Sometimes you just need to rest, and that is where I am. And it's a wonderful experience if you don't feel judged. We judge ourselves. Oh, you need to be busy, you need to clean the house, you need to do this. But no, all I need to do at this stage of my life is just be. As I said, this is the first video in about a week. I just do not have the excitement, the push to make lots of videos. This one was I just felt, I just want to share my day, my being with you. Where I find myself and how precious it is to just be in the present. So tomorrow I've got another art workshop. 2 people are coming, so I'm gonna assist them to create 2 beautiful A1 acrylic paint artworks. So then I will get all my paints and things out and start to organize that for my trip to Mossel Bay. That's where the art workshop will be. It's about 6 hours from us, so we're gonna drive down, spend a night, 3 nights in the hotel. 1 day will be the whole day. It will be art workshop, 14 people morning, 14 in the afternoon, and then the next evening will be the big do the big do, and very, very smart, where they get all their prizes. It's all the women from the Mama Africa, Clover Mama Africa initiative. So I'm excited. And first of all, I wasn't, because of the little dog, but how can I leave him? And I realized now I'm taking my blessing away by being worried about something in the future. Sometimes when we get there, he will be ready, everything will be sorted out. Otherwise, life is unfolding and it's magical. The unfolding is magical if we just trust the unfolding, So I was a little stressed and fearful about leaving him and then going for 3 days, even though we have a wonderful house sitter. And I was missing my blessing. The excitement of going, the excitement of preparing, the excitement of traveling there, of seeing all the women. I know most of them because I've been doing this, I think, now for about more than 10 years. Eat once a year. I think we skipped about 4 years in between. So I know the people. It's such a blessing to me. And once again, nearly I missed it because of fear, And I'm talking about this. I know it's just a little dog and blah, blah, blah. Most of you are going through much, much more difficult situations. But I'm learning through this situation how much we fear the future, how we allow the future to come in and steal the blessings that's ours, available to us in this moment. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting outside. It is a fantastic day. The dogs are playing. I am working in my book. I went to the hairdresser this morning to get my foils, once in 2 months, foils done. So I'm ready for my trip. And life is amazing when you realize it's happening today, always today. When you look back and you realize, my goodness, everything that I did was in that day, in the present, and I got all I needed in every moment to do what I did. So it's going to be the same in the so-called future. Everything that happens in your life always happens in this moment. It's a moment thing. Life happens now. And then we allow fear of the future and the things of this world that we can do absolutely nothing about to enter in and steal the life in us. That's the enemy. The enemy is what we allow into our minds to come in and steal the abundant life that is ours to enjoy in this moment. I mean, I can sit here petrified about what's going on in the world and in this country, or I cannot do anything about it except finding peace and joy and my life within in this moment, because then I am flowing in the abundance of peace, joy, unconditional love, and that is what I send into this world, and that's how I can make. They are now playing, so I'm just grabbing this. You can see there, it's so cute. So all that we can do if we want to change the world is change ourselves by finding the peace and the happiness and joy and unconditional love that's within us, and start to operate in that spirit, because that is what we then send Bella, send out into this world, and that's how we can make a positive change, but not by adding to the stress and the fear and the judgment and the war and the whatever, by having war inside of us. If there's war inside of us, that is what we will see and be part of in this world. So, love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab? So you know what I'm busy with. I have no idea what you are busy with, but I am sending you my love and joy and peace and whatever, and just telling you it's okay to rest. It's okay to just be, and just be with the life in you, and just put together what you have been given and create a beautiful day. Remember, life is today. So use what you have been given in this moment, in your life, whatever it may be. And I'm not only talking art-wise, I am talking what have you been given today in your life. Use that and create a beautiful day. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab?